Hey there, look at this, my gardening friends. My roses are starting to arrive. Today I received 2 packages. The first one is from Witherspoon Rose Culture. And this one I received for free. I only paid shipping and handling because I joined Rose Society earlier last year. And one of the perks of joining Rose Society, you get a free rose. So the second package is from David Austin Roses, one of the first which I ordered to arrive. So let's open them up and let's see what's inside. This package is much lighter than this one. I know that this one is the own root rose, so I'm not sure why it's so heavy, but let's see. All right, half an hour later, sorry guys, the camera died on me, so I had to recharge it. But what I did, from David Austin, I received 3 roses, 2 Olivia Austins, and look how small they are. They're fairly small. So these 2 David Austin roses will go right there, and I'm putting them into the water. But look at this. This is Desdemona rose. Ouchie. And look at this monster. Unbelievable. Look at this big monster. Is this Desdemona? Yes, this is Desdemona. Beautiful white rose. Now, I'm going to keep them in the garage, in water overnight to hydrate roses, and they will be this way, they would be ready to be transplanted. Now, the way to hydrate it is to make sure that all the roots are covered with water, not the stems, but the roots. So try to do that. I'm going to keep these 3 here, like this. Now, another rose which I received from Witherspoon Rose Culture is, oh gosh, hold on. Let me show you this baby. He is a heavy one. And you know why he's a heavy one? Because they put a lot of moisture here together with the rose and some sort of a medium. Oh gosh, look at this guy. Wow, look at this baby. That's my Eden climber for you. You can just imagine how much digging I'm going to do to make sure that these roots are not collapsed in the ground. This is talking about this size of digging. All right. I think because this guy is so narrow, I can place him here. Oh wow, he fit really well. You know what? Let me put some moss here. Here we go. He's going to be all happy. All right. I must say that I'm very happy with New Dawn Witherspoon Rose Culture. It was my first time ordering from Witherspoon Rose Culture, and I'm very happy with the size of New Dawn. So what will happen now? These guys are going into the garage. They're going to be soaking in the water overnight, and tomorrow I am digging. Yes. This video is going to be continued tomorrow. See you later. Okay. Hello, my friends. Today is day 2nd. Yesterday I opened all my roses, put them in the water, put the water into the garage, the bucket. So the roses soaked for 24 hours. Now the roots of the roses are well hydrated, but I ran into 2 problems. I'm getting sick. I'm having a sore throat and running nose. And we're going to have rain tomorrow, so I have no idea if I would be able. The plan was to plant roses today. We had tons of stuff to do, so I wasn't able to get into the garden today with all the kids' appointments and all that stuff. So I'm not sure how I'm going to feel tomorrow. So my plan is to heal these roses in the ground temporarily. This is a process which we use, the gardeners, for not only roses, but for other plants which come into our garden bare root. And when we can't plant those plants right away, we heal them. And basically healing process is we don't let the tiny roots dry up. The most important thing for bare root plants in our garden is when they just arrive, we cannot let them dry out. We cannot let them be dry even for 10 minutes. So we can't expose them to the air even for several minutes. We always have to make sure that they are well hydrated and wet, the root system of our plants. So my roses are going to be in the trench here. So basically healing is, I'm going to dig a very shallow trench here, and I'm going to lay my roses down and cover it with soil, make sure that the soil is not wet, but it's well hydrated. This way roses can stay like this, in such position, for up to 2 weeks. And make sure if you have to do something like this in the garden, and there are unpredictable times when we cannot plant our rose. Right now, look at me, I'm going to sneeze, and I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow. So I'm going to dig a trench. This is a place in my garden where my Olivia rose is going to be planted. But the trench will host 4 roses, a temporary trench. Just make sure that this trench in your garden is not in place where you will accidentally step on it and you can damage your rose. In my case, I'm going to bury 4 roses here. Now you don't want the roots of the rose to break, so your trench has to be deep enough to accommodate the width of the rose roots without bending them, without... Look at this. Oh, beautiful my big climber. He's going like this into... Oh no, you know what? Like this. Probably he will go. And these 2 guys will go like this. And this big boy will go like this. Now, you see these baby roots? They cannot dry. And instead of just covering my roots with soil with a shovel, I try to sprinkle fine soil on all these roots, and soil kind of coats them. This way I make sure there are no any air pockets around these roots. Now, these are old leaves which I put here in the fall. They didn't fully decompose. So this is what I'm going to do. Very gently on the rose, I make sure that soil cover all the roots. All right, and now when I'm going to water them a little bit to make sure that water runs through all the roots. Again, make sure there are no air pockets. All right. Now here, this is all right. Make sure your rose is in the shade. It's not exposed to sun and wind, and of course root traffic. And again, all the holes, everything should be well covered. I'm just taking soil from the stems, a little bit, not a big. Okay. All right, soil is hydrated. So your roses like this stay up to 2 weeks in the soil. They will start developing root system a little bit. The buds, you see these little buds, will start growing, but they still will be very comfortable to be replanted after 2 weeks. In my case, I don't think I'm going to be sick for 2 weeks, so I probably will be planting this rose within several days. All right, so this is it. I'm going back into the house. It's a windy weather today. Going to take my vitamin C, and hopefully I will feel better tomorrow. Happy gardening. I will see you next time.